Please welcome your host, the Pour Boyz.
Boom.
Cheers, brother, man.
Cheers.
Let's do this. Oh, that was cold. Oh, that was cold.
Oh, that was wicked cold. Yep, same.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome
so
back to the Pour Boyz first annual NFL Fantasy Football Draft.
the day is finally here. Finally.
It's going to be a lot of fun, man. We got 30 minutes until our draft starts, so we're just kind of come up a little early, bullshit with everybody, letting everybody know kind of what we're doing today. We are doing a live fantasy draft. We are using the ESPN platform. I know there's a bunch of them out there. I prefer ESPN over other fantasy apps. So this is the one that we will be going with from here on out. And yeah, it's been fun setting this up, man. We got a lot of really cool people that have joined with us. We got some people from TikTok, people from YouTube, people that I work with, people that I grew up with, people that Chad knows. I mean, there's just a big eclectic group of people. It's going to be fun to see how this season rolls out, man.
And we were talking off air a little bit. This is our first annual fantasy football draft. We're going to see how it goes, and who knows, maybe next year we may even start 2 different leagues. That way, if there's a lot more people that want to join, we'll just have leagues of 10 people. So that way it doesn't get overly crowded. So we can possibly set up a couple if there's people that are interested.
Yep. And if we do it that way next year, which I think that's what we're going to do. This is something we didn't talk about, but I think this is the way that I kind of want to approach you about next year. We do a pigskin division and we do a Lone Star division, and then the top 2 teams that win those 2 divisions, that championship game, those scores also go against the person in the other division. So you'll have your division winners, and then whoever has the highest point total out of the 2 division winners will win both leagues, basically.
Okay.
So we'll compete against the 2 leagues will be competing against each other, kind of sort of to see who can come out on top, and then the championship game between both leagues. Whoever wins, you're the champion of that league. You will get something, a 3D printed something. We are going to be doing 3D printing this year. We're going to do a trophy or something for the winner this year. And then we'll do the same thing for whoever wins both leagues, whoever can get the most points out of that championship game. And yeah, it should be fun, man.
And maybe when we get some more people in here, maybe we can create some little side bet. Like I have in another league, it's actually pretty fun. You bet for the highest score. We do a little side bet for the highest score, which means you get all your point totals from the entire year for the regular season. Because obviously some of us won't make the playoffs, and you can't keep those totals because it'll just keep running. Or we can say, hey, if you don't make the playoffs, that's where your total ends. And if people make the playoffs, they have a better chance to win. That if they didn't score a lot in the regular season or whatever. But have like a high score. And like everybody pitching like $5 or something like that. And then at the end of the year, whoever has that high score gets that little pot, something small and something to work for. So it's an idea.
Right. Yeah, man. Like I said, and this whole football season is going to be interesting to see what happens, man, because I can guarantee you there's a lot of newcomers in the league. There's a lot of good players that were drafted this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of those rookies being up there in the top 20, top 30 players in the league as far as fantasy plays go, fantasy points go, and stuff like that, because they've been put on some good teams. They've got some, some backup. They've got good lines of scrimmage for some of these new rookie running backs coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunch of rookies putting up some crazy numbers this year, man. And some of the veterans not. There may be some veterans this year that are on different teams, and we'll see what happens. What up, Matt? How we doing, man? That's Matt. That's my buddy I grew up with. He's actually playing fantasy football with us this year. Okay. He just signed up.
Nice to meet you, Matthew.
Weekly side bets for high score. Hey, there you go.
We can definitely do that. If everybody has like a PayPal or Cash App, if people want to do those little side bets, there's some people that probably won't want to do it, but if so, just connect, with our PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever, and you can do whatever side bet you want.
Hey, we do have somebody in the basement though. I don't know if this is his first time live on YouTube. I know it's his first time live up with me. But let's give a welcome for my brother. He's gonna come up and hang out with us because he's playing football with us this year. So
Nice.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, welcome. Nice to meet you, sir.
What's up? There's my nephew. What's up, buddy?
You say hi? No.
How you doing? What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Say hi to Bo.
No,
Hi. No.
nothing.
What's up, bud?
Yeah. Anyway,
How you doing, Jeff? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just staying
Oh, yeah.
busy.
What
Got
are
the
your
newborn.
thoughts on the NFL this year as far as fantasy goes? What kind of thoughts do you have with all these new rookies coming in and the shifting that's happened across the NFL lately? Do you have any insight as to kind of what you think fantasy is going to look like this year?
Yeah, it should be interesting for sure. Hopefully-
What's up, Nicky?
He's like, I don't want down. I want back up.
He's like, I want to be
You
on
picked me
camera.
up, man.
my hair, but we gotta do something with your hair. No, it's interesting. I actually just did a draft the other day with some of my buddies, like game with and whatnot. So it was. There's definitely a lot of rookies out there that are sleepers that people are passing up on for sure. So
And also some of the veterans, like I'm going to be interested to see, obviously Tyreek Hill went from the Chiefs where he has a dominant quarterback and all that to the Dolphins where Tua is not as dominant, but I see the Dolphins have been putting a lot of people around. So, I mean, Dolphins may be someone not to sleep on, but I mean, some like he said, the rookies I think are going to make a big impact this year. The quarterbacks, running backs, some of the tight ends. It was a good draft class this year. So
it was. It really was. And that's what I'm saying. There's been so much shifting going on in the NFL. You've got all these veteran players going to new teams. And you got to look at it and you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt because that can be a really good thing or it can be a really bad thing. It really depends on where that veteran quarterback or running back ends up, what program, what system they run, where they've been moved to. If they're not familiar with that kind of system, now they're having to relearn a whole new system. Whereas the rookies coming in, they're kind of got a fresh slate. They're coming out of college. They're learning whatever program they were drafted into. So that's all they know. And so I think they're going to have a little bit of a leg up on some of these veterans that have been moved around the league so much into different systems and different coaching styles.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun season. I mean, like I said, we talked about last time,
You can
Russ
join the
Wilson.
draft now. I don't know if you guys have hit that join draft button, but it is the join draft button is there now.
Yep, I'm already in there. And what's up, Miss
All
Kathy
right.
Bates?
I just hit my Kathy Bates. What's up, lady? Love you. Thanks for coming in. This guy down here. This is my big little brother. He's taller than me and bigger than me, but he's 2 years younger than I am. But so he's doing fantasy with us, and he wanted to come up and hang out with us on YouTube. So
I do have to ask, what team is the hat you're sporting?
this is the Charleston River Dogs. This is the Tampa Bay Rays farm team here in South
Tampa Bay
Carolina.
Rays farm. Yeah, it's a farm club.
Okay.
It's a double A ball club, triple A ball club.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I grew up going to Tacoma Rainiers game, which is the Seattle Mariners farm club, and it's really kind of cool because you can go down there and you pay $10 for a ticket, and you get these guys autographs, and 2 weeks later they're playing pro ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you go to watch a AAA team, and there's a professional player that's down there working
Doing
out with them
rehab
after
or
an
whatever.
injury or something like that.
Mhm.
So you pay $10, you get to meet pro players and then future pro players. So I mean, I think it's a cool experience to go to a AAA baseball game. If you haven't had a chance to do that in your life, do it because it's freaking amazing.
Yeah, I've been to a couple double A's, couple triple A's, whatever, but I'm really interested in going to Georgia. My brother and I have been talking about it, going to Georgia next year to go see the Savannah Bananas. I know it's a whole different. It's not really a baseball league; it's like their own creation, but it's interesting. I watched the ESPN special. I was like, yeah, I've got to go see this. But there are ex-professional players that play for them as well. So.
No, Kathy, you don't have to behave. You just be you. That's why we love you.
So who does everybody? So for the draft picks, I'll kind of go in order. You got Nappy at number 1, the Ringer number 2, Allie number 3, the Goat 4, Jay 5, me 6, my buddy Justin is 7, Williams is 8, Scoregasm's 9 and Hernandez is 10. But again, this is snake, so it'll go forward and then come right back the opposite way.
It's snake format. So the first pick and the 10th pick will get double picks on there. So the first pick after they come back, they'll get double picks. So it'll go 1 to 10, and then the 10th spot will pick one more, and then it'll go back down the lineup and back and forth until we're done. So you do only have 60 seconds to pick your player. I did shorten it from 90 seconds to 60 seconds just to kind of shorten the draft down a little bit. It saved us almost 30 minutes on the draft time. So if you don't make your pick within that 60 seconds, you're not going to lose out on a pick, but it will auto pick for you. So you will be stuck with who you get until you trade or do whatever after the draft is done. So,
and that auto pick will just be the next highest ranked player on the list
that you need. If you have if you're flex and your running backs are full, it'll pick a wide receiver for you. You know what I mean? Like it knows what you have left to pick, and so it'll auto pick for you pretty much.
Like I said, I have that in one of my leagues because I missed it because I was in Nashville and I completely whiffed on it. So one of my teams is a complete auto pick, and I've never had that. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to see how it works. I mean, if I stink at it, obviously that's my fault because I missed it. But we'll see what happens.
My name is
Jeff.
How you
guys'
doing, buddy?
Who's your guys' high risk, high reward player right now? Who do you guys think's your biggest high risk, high reward?
Appreciate you.
A Saquon, you have to. I know it's a contract year for him, but he's always injured. He's an amazing running back, but you're gonna, if you go with him, if he does well, okay, good. But if you spend him on a high draft pick, like a number 1 or number 2 round, and he gets hurt or he doesn't perform, then you're SOL. So
Lisa,
I think mine would be McCaffrey for sure.
McCaffrey
would be my high risk, high reward.
So Miss Lisa Gamer. Yeah, I can see McCaffrey. So I got McCaffrey in another league. He was my first round pick. I think with the Carolina offense now that they've added a mobile quarterback, a couple wide receivers over there, I think he'll have a better chance of getting some yards. But I think him and Baker Mayfield, I think they'll work together and they'll do all right. I'm just hoping he stays healthy.
See, the one thing about McCaffrey that I love, okay, is that they call him a running back, okay? This guy's a flex player, okay?
Absolutely.
He can be in the backfield. He can be in the slot. He can be a wide out position. He can be in the fullback slot. You know what I mean? Like, you can put him just about anywhere you need him, and he'll make it work, bro. That's the nice part about McCaffrey is you're going to get rushing yards. You're going to get receiving yards with him. You're going to get the points per reception when he pops out into the backfield and catches those little screen passes and whatnot.
And I'm sure they'll put him in direct snaps too. I'm sure he'll do wildcats throughout the year at some point.
Yeah, so you're going to get a bunch of different looks from McCaffrey. And as far as fantasy goes, that's like mouth-watering, bro, because you're able to get so many more points. It adds the running points. It adds the receiving. It adds so many to that particular role that he plays that he's almost a shoo-in for number 1. Honestly, I think he should go number 1. In every draft, if you don't take him number 1, I don't know, man.
Jonathan Taylor, you can't. You're saying Christian McCaffrey number 1. Yes, I get it because he's so versatile. But Jonathan Taylor, he's proven the last couple of years that he's, there's a reason why he's number 1. So
Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp. there's a lot of guys that could go
Derrick
number
Henry,
1 and still put up a lot of points for you.
Healthy Derrick Henry.
So.
But again, we are playing a full PPR league, meaning every catch is a point, and then you add on the yards to it as well. So it is a full PPR. PPR stands for points per reception. So.
Yeah. So in a non-PPR league, you would not get points every time the receiver catches the ball. So a receiver
can catch it for a yard, and you still get points for a
and
yard.
Get 1 point.
Yeah.
So you still get a point even if he gains no yards. You still get that point because he caught the football.
What up,
It kind of increases the amount of points that you can get while we're doing it. Allison, how we doing? She is also in our fantasy football league. She's going to be drafting with us today. Thank you for joining us, Allison. That was awesome.
She is.
Good luck this year. I hope you have a lot of fun playing with us, and I hope you come back and do it next year because next year it's going to be even bigger. So I really appreciate you coming and hanging out and playing with us. It's awesome.
And Allie is one of my good friends from here in Tejas. One of my good TikTok friends. I've met her a couple of times, or met her a time. So good people right there. Good people. But again, I know there wasn't many people in here earlier, but we were talking about maybe doing little side bets. If you're playing somebody and they're up for a side bet, just message them on the app, whatever, and say, hey, do you want to do a side bet? And also, we need to figure out if we want to do high score bet. Like at the end of the year, if you just want to add up all the totals for just the regular season and keep it that, or if you want to even move that into the playoffs. And like I said, if you don't make the playoffs, your chance of winning high score goes away. I mean, I don't know if y'all even would be interested in doing that.
Right. So. And we're talking about candy, YouTube. We're not gambling.
Oh, you're talking about candy.
Yeah, candy. Only candy.
we're betting Skittles. Skittles. Come on.
Skittles. Taste the rainbow.
You're very welcome, Allie. I'm glad you decided to join, and hope you have fun with it. And like I said, I use the message board a lot. Obviously, I know some of y'all's phone numbers and all that. I'll send trash talk messages back and forth. So that's what I do.
Well, we got 11 minutes now until the draft kicks off with our first pick. Hopefully this will go fairly quick as long as everybody's as long as everybody's there paying attention and doesn't let their whole time run out. We should be able to be done here in a decent amount of time. So,
you guys get a chance to watch a lot of college games this weekend?
Yes,
I didn't. I had to work on Saturday. I tried to listen to some of them while I was working, but I was working all day, so I didn't get to catch any of them.
I actually got to go to one yesterday. I haven't been to a college game.
Yeah, you did go to one yesterday. That's right.
I went to University of North Texas versus SMU. I mean, two small schools, wasn't nothing big, but I came home. The Texas game was still going on. The Ohio State Notre Dame game was already over with, so I missed that one. But I was sitting down whenever I could, watch much football as I could. I mean, you got Georgia, Oregon. I mean, you got a bunch of. And
hopefully, if shit rolls the way it's supposed to, we'll have a 12-man fucking playoff in 2024. They're going to be expanding the NCAA playoffs to a 12-team playoff instead of this 4, 5, whatever 16 they have, 18 they have now. They're expanding it to 12. Hopefully by 2024, they say. So it'll be a true playoff because you will have the number one in every division. The 6 number one seeds will actually make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like it sucks to watch these number one teams that have great records and they just don't make the playoffs. I mean, you can't call it a national championship if you're not allowing some of the best teams into the championship.
Yeah, because I mean you're only letting 4 in at this point, or 6? It's 6.
It's 4 right now.
4, yeah. So you need to extend that because there's a lot of teams out there that the last couple of years have deserved to be in there, and the committee who picks the top 4, that's got to be a tough job. I mean, cutting out some teams that are, that could as well be in there and put up a fight against some of these bigger schools.
Yeah, I mean, just look back at the early 2000s, late 2000s when we were still having the bowl system, and Boise State with Kellen Moore was running the ranks right there, going undefeated and still not getting a shot to play in the Sugar Bowl or one of those big bowl games. I mean, Cincinnati broke the top 4. What was it, last year? I think.
Yeah.
And, they didn't play too bad in that. So give a team a chance. You never know what happens.
So my big thing is next week. I've been talking about this ever since last year when it came out. I'm a big Longhorn fan. So is my friend Allison in the chat. Texas, Alabama. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Sarkisian versus Saban. Sarkisian came under the Saban tree. I know it's a big game next week. Who do you like?
Which game is that?
Texas Longhorn versus Alabama.
Cool. Oh man,
book 'em.
That's a tough one.
Alabama looked good, but they also played. What was it? Utah State or some random team that pays them $500,000 just to be able to play them.
Well, I mean, last night Texas played University Louisiana Monroe and put up 52 on them. So I mean, yes, both teams had a very cupcake-ish first game, and then they play each other. But I've always been saying, hey, why can't you move this like maybe the 4th or the 5th game where both teams have actually played somebody decent to kind of get their legs under them? But it's going to come up to the coaches. How well is Texas being coached? How well is Bama being coached? And how are their players going to react? I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. I know Texas is favored every game of the season, but this one's a 50-50 with Bama. So odds makers don't know what to pick.
I think the
Hey,
I think
are
the
you
biggest
gonna
thing for beating
are you gonna share your screen, Chad, so people can see the actual draft, or are we just gonna? You don't have to. I was just saying because we got about 7 minutes left basically until draft starts.
It'll be my draft. It'll show who people are picking, but it'll be my draft screen if that's okay.
It'll be your draft. It'll be your draft screen, but it'll still show everybody else's picks because it still should show. It should show everybody's picks, and it should show whose turn it is and all that shit. And then it should rotate through because that's what mine's doing on the top. It's showing who's picking, and then it's going to go to the next person. So it'll tell you at least who they pick as well. Full Throttle Junkie, what's up? What's up? Thank you for coming in and hanging out. We are about 6 minutes away from starting our fantasy draft on ESPN. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys see that game yesterday where no touchdown was scored?
Now, which one?
There was the game that there was no touchdown scored. The winning team had a field goal and 2 safeties, and they won 7-3. I think it was
2 field goals and a safety?
No, 1 field goal and 2 safeties. I think it was UTSA versus Sam Houston or something like that.
Wow.
And they won 7-3 with no touchdowns.
So I saw a wild game yesterday. On top of that, that's pretty crazy. No touchdowns. I mean, that's crazy for a football game. I mean, I don't know how small the schools were, how big they were, but I don't know if you caught the North Carolina State versus Eastern Carolina State. So at the end of the game, Eastern Carolina went to go for an extra point, and the kicker missed it. So that would have tied the game up. So then they were still down by 1. They get the ball back. They go for about a 40-yard field goal to win the game, and he missed that one too. So the kicker missed 1 to tie it and 1 to win it, and I felt bad for that guy. He feels like crap, but it was interesting. He had 2 chances to win. Why are you both against me? I guess I'll have to divorce you.
What?
Kathy.
My brother just texted me. My nephew Maverick turned off his computer. So
no!
Yeah, he walked over and pushed the power button. He's like, no! So he'll be
crap.
back. He'll be back. I'm doing good, Full Throttle. Doing good, man. I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, we're getting ready to start our draft here in a few minutes. I don't know if you're playing fantasy this year or if you play fantasy at all, but this is our first year doing it as the Pour Boyz and getting people from YouTube and TikTok and our personal lives to kind of come together and play football or play fantasy football. So it's gonna be a lot of fun this year.
Absolutely.
So,
Allie updated her picture. There you go, girl. There you go.
All right, Allison's back. All right, everybody, we are down to the last 4 minutes before our draft starts. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I guess it's my computer because I can see me and you. I don't see the shared screen, but I guarantee you it's just
How do you feel about my team? I think we took a look at that, didn't we, the other day? Or is that something different?
I think that's a different one. How do y'all feel about my team? 10-man, full PPR, second pick, CMC, Fournette, Diggs.
Micaiah. Hello.
Okay. And Kyler, Bench, Akers, Thomas, Cream Hunt, Devontae Smith. That's a pretty good lineup, man. That's actually a pretty good lineup. I don't know if I'd trade anybody. I mean, maybe not this early. I may wait a few weeks to see how people are performing. But that looks like a pretty good team, Trey. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and thank all for the new people who are coming in.
Micah Shepard, hello from Savannah, Georgia, everyone. How we doing, man? Thanks for coming in. We got my brother back. Hold on.
So, do you want to let people who are actually who are actually drafting with us? Do you want to have everybody up on the panel if they want to or able to? Because I know, Allie, I don't know if you want to come up and talk with us.
Thank you. Cool. Hell yeah.
My money don't jiggle.
Well, thanks for coming in, Full Throttle. I appreciate the support. We really appreciate it. We've been busting our butt trying to get this channel kind of rolling and doing what we got to do, and we're going to be doing a lot more here soon. There's going to be an announcement from both of us here soon. We're both dropping a specific thing in our lives, and coming back here to focus on this. So that will be an announcement for another day. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to the draft. I don't know. Dude, are you sharing your screen or you're not sharing it yet?
Yeah. It's down there. I was just gonna share. I mean, I can share it right now, but I just removed it.
No. You're good because I thought you were already sharing it, and I couldn't see it, and I'm like, my computer is screwing up again. I'm like, I'm gonna be so mad. But okay, we're good. Thanks, gents. Good luck this year. Good luck to you, Trey, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Trey. Yeah, and like I said, your team looks good, man. I wouldn't do nothing. I mean, during the season, you may want to make a couple trades here and there, but like I said, what you got right now.
Bawani, we are a minute and 45 seconds away from the first pick in our draft. Mr. Lone Star is going to share his screen here in a minute once we get started, so everybody can watch the draft. You are going to be seeing his draft team, but it should still show who's drafting at that particular time and then what pick that particular person picks. So you should be able to see kind of where certain players go and how the league stacks up. And once the league's formed, then we can kind of go through and talk a little bit more kind of when we're done. So.
And Kathy, just to answer, I told you why. It's not that we didn't want you. It's just, it's a lot to manage. And if you didn't like the dis effing cord, definitely.
I never said you didn't want. I didn't want you here. That's a why.
I wanted you here. It's a lot if you're first timer.
Oh.
So that was
all right.
Full throttle. Subscribe to the Pour Boyz. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Full throttle. Thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. All right, 40 seconds, man. You want to go ahead and share your screen up? Let's get it all set up and ready to rock and roll. And good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Let's go. Well, Kathy, as the season goes, I will screen share with you and walk you through stuff.
Here we go. 10, 9. Oh, wait.
4, 3.
All right.
2 and 1. Let's go.
Draft has started.
Nappy on the clock.
Here we go.
You're gonna get
pick
60
number
seconds.
1, Pacific Northwest Life is on the clock. We have 48 seconds left to pick.
And hopefully everybody's in here, and hopefully there's no auto picks, though. Yeah. Hopefully everybody's in. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. It'll be fun. Like I said, we may be expanding it next year, making 2 different leagues. If there's enough people, if we get 20 people that want to play, then hey, we'll do 2 leagues of 10. And just
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Come on, Nappy.
I don't know if he's live.
He might be auto in too. He was gone yesterday. He was doing stuff yesterday, so he might be auto picking.
All right. So Jonathan Taylor.
The ringer is on the clock. My buddy Ross is on the clock. Let's see who he picked. Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, number 2. Alley up. Alley on the clock.
Alley's up.
So who do you think is going to have the highest points totals, running backs or wide receivers this year? Do you think it'll be
I don't know, man. That's going to be that's a hard one. Like I said, that's going to be a difficult one.
Allie with Leonard Fournette. Uh-oh, she's a Bucks fan. She's homering it up with the Bucks. She is a big Buccaneers fan.
Boom, got him.
Alvin Kamara, Cooper Kupp, and yep, you talked about it. Well,
what I tell you, Chad, number 1.
Yep. And what did I tell you? My number 1, and I got him. All right. Mr. Justin's on the clock. Hopefully he's live.
Jamar Chase. All right, there you go. Nice pick.
Yeah, with Derrick Henry, I mean, it's a good pick, but man, he's just been injured the last couple of years and not, putting up as much as he could.
We got Texas downtown is on the clock right now.
Still a safe pick, though.
Is he
I'm guessing
auto-picked?
he said he is at work until 4:30, so he's going to try to get a lunch break. So, he's trying to get a break just to draft. So I'm hoping he'll be able to jump in because I did message him and let him know we were doing this at 4. So,
All right. Justin Jefferson.
Scoregasm,
All right.
aka Mr.
Pretty cool,
Billy,
Matt.
is
Nice
on
pick,
the clock. This is pick number 9, and then Hernandez will get 2 picks back to back. There's Mr. Billy. I see him just joined.
Mr. Scoregasms. That is Billy. That is
And he went with Derrick Henry.
that is one of the owners of Print Busters. So, and Miss Kathy Bates' son.
Travis Kelce in the first. Good pick. Devontae Williams. Back to you, Mr. Billy. And you won't, like I said, typically you won't see any big name quarterbacks go to a little bit later, but there are some people that pick them first, second, third round. It depends on who the QB is. And the season does start Thursday night. So.
Damn, did somebody already fucking take him?
Oh, let's go. Dalvin Cook, Stephon Diggs. Okay.
Did Kelce already go?
Yep, Kelce went first round.
Damn.
Yeah, I took him. I figured with less weapons for Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be a number 1 target for him.
Watch out for him, by the way, especially with Wilson there now. Jerry Judy's going to go off.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, we've already got the full 10.
Next year, we will be doing 2 leagues so that we can have more people join. This year, we could have done it, but we kind of wanted to set it up for 1 this year, just kind of get everything rolling. Sorry, we're so quiet, everybody. I'm sitting here focusing. I'm like laser focused on this right now, trying to see who's left. We got the ringer on the clock right now.
So my buddy Spins, aka Justin, has joined the draft. So, Devontae Adams, good pick.
Samuel, there you go.
Debo, Joe. Cardinals, says Gamer. Cardinals. Tyreek. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it?
Was that the first? Is that the first quarterback taken off the board?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Who do I? Oh, shoot. All right, I had to. Ugh. So in the chat, we've got 5 of you. Who's everybody's favorite team?
Yeah, who's everybody rooting for this year?
I know it's football related, but I'm watching some small college, Jackson State, and Deion Sanders' son is the quarterback over there. So
Nice.
pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, with these new NIL deals, be watching out for some of those smaller schools that can pull in some players.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a fan of the NIL stuff. A lot of people aren't, but I'm definitely a fan. If you're going to use them for video games and ads and all that good stuff, I mean, I think it should be capped out though. I don't think you should have an unlimited because I mean then it's going to cause a comparison or who's better, and yeah, I would put a cap on it.
That's out there already. They're comparing who's got the highest NIL deals, and I think right now CJ Stroud's sitting at $3.2 million in NIL deals.
Jeez, that's crazy.
And I'm for it, but I also feel like they got to take away the full ride scholarship for players that are getting millions of dollars in NIL deals and giving them elsewhere. Dang. Oh, man. That auto pick took my pick. Let's see. All right, I know my brother's going to kill me for this because it's a rivalry team, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You know what though, dude? Our whole division this year is stacked up, dude. With Mahomes, Wilson, Carr, and fucking Herbert, dude. It's gonna be a hard division to fucking win, man.
T. Higgins, good pick.
Who's your guys' sleeper team for this year? Who do you guys think is going to do better than people are anticipating? I think my pick has got to be Miami.
Yeah, that was be my pick as well, Miami. Oh, somebody got my pick. Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh. Broncos and Cowboys should stay home and go live on an island, apparently. That's coming from a Browns-Bengals fan.
Yeah. The first game of the season, Cowboys first game is Cowboys versus Tampa. So that'll be a rematch of last year. So hopefully it'll go a different way. Hopefully Cowboys will get the best of Tampa this year.
And I don't know if you guys saw Tom Brady's news conference when he first came back, but he looked sickly. He didn't look healthy. He looked skinny. Didn't look like he was the same Tom Brady as the year before.
Yeah, I mean, he took those 10 days off for like mental health days or whatever, something like that. But yeah, he just doesn't look his normal self.
You think he's pulling a Brett Favre mistake by coming back out of retirement?
Yeah, he should have ended he should have ended it with a Super Bowl win and said, you know what, my stuff here is done. I'm officially the GOAT, and I'll end it that way. I hope he doesn't get hurt, just because he's not into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Kyle Pitts, good pick.
Who do you guys think Pittsburgh's going to go with their starter, Trubisky or Pickett?
I think they want to go with Pickett. I saw a couple of his preseason games. I mean, he looks good. I think the owners and the coaches want to go with Pickett. I don't know if they trust Mitch Trubisky or not.
Yeah.
He really hasn't proven himself.
No, he really hasn't. Not a whole lot.
I mean, he was a high draft pick a couple years ago out of North Carolina, and he didn't really do much there, and still he went way higher than expected. And he hasn't really done nothing.
In all fairness, though, he did play for the Bears.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Like, yeah.
It is true. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh will go with Pickett. Quarterbacks are flying off the radar.
It's that time.
Anything left?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. All right. It's Chad's pick.
I did it. There you go, Kathy Bates. That was just for you. I think Joe Burrow, he proved himself last year really well. And, again, he's got Jamar Chase. So I got now Jamar Chase and Burrow. So 1-2 combo.
Yeah, and they solidified that offensive line in the offseason as well.
Yep.
That'd be huge.
Oh. Mike Williams, Montgomery. Marquise Hollywood.
Whew.
All right. Where are we at here? Billy's pick. Let's see who he goes with.
It's always fun trying to juggle the players you got with their bye weeks. Make sure you don't have 2 players of same bye weeks. And
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm like, oh crap! I wasn't even paying attention to bye weeks. I was like, shit.
And of course, I have Burrow and Jamar Chase, and they have obviously the same bye week. So dude, I'm gonna have to.
All of my picks, I have 3 picks. Okay, I have 5 picks so far. 3 of them have the seventh week as bye, and 2 of them have the 9th.
Yeah, that's gonna bite you in the butt here soon.
I'm trying to go completely different from my other drafts because obviously I don't want if one stinks, I don't want to carry it on to another draft. Kathy, if I die before next year, I will draft you both where I am going, asshats.
Would you say damn it for Matt? Did I take someone you were going to take, or did someone take someone you were going to take? Trust me, that's happened to me twice already. I'm like, I was waiting for my next turn to draft, and like it got to me, and I'm like, damn it, they're not there anymore.
Wait, bro, is that Matt Williams that we used to kick it with back in high school?
That's Newts. That's Matt Williams. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What?
Everything. Everything.
I'm gonna step away for just a sec. I got a minute right here.
Oh, goodness.
How did I know Ross was going to pick DK Metcalf? I was sitting there waiting to pick him, and of course he goes, fucking Ross. Yeah, Ross is playing with us too, Jeff.
Yeah, Ross, that's not a great pick. You got no quarterback to throw him the ball.
Yeah, he's the ringer. I'm not mean, Kathy. I love you. Stop it, lady.
Do y'all mean to tell me Deshaun Watson hasn't been picked yet? I will say whenever Baker Mayfield entered this season, I think it was year number 2, or maybe never. Yeah, I think it was year number 2. I picked Baker Mayfield in the first round. Yeah, that came back to bite me in the butt. Dang.
Surprised it took Tom Brady that long to get off the board.
What?
I'm surprised it took that long for Tom Brady to get off the board.
I was surprised he was still available when I saw him. I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking him. So I got fucking Josh Allen and Tom Brady. So I got a good quarterback duo that I can trade off with.
You said Tom Brady and who?
Josh Allen, I think.
Josh Allen.
What?
No, I was just asking who your quarterbacks were. But yeah, Josh Allen and
Josh Allen and Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Those are good interchangeable pieces.
Yes, they are. Very much so. And again, a lot of that's going to depend on what team they're playing that week. You know what I mean? Because who knows? I could rotate them in and out pretty easily and still get fairly similar points out of the two of them.
I got some faith in some Minnesota boys this year. I think they're going to do well. We get some Adam Thielen.
What'd you say?
So you can't go wrong with Minnesota this year, I don't think.
You don't think so?
I think they're going to be better than people are projecting them to be. Do you know if the ESPN fantasy app sends you like your draft score? Because I know on the NFL one I just did, they send you an email with like your draft score and all that stuff.
I don't know to be honest with you. I don't know if it's an email or if you just have to go into the league and it'll have everybody ranked.
Gotcha.
Again, we are not talking much because we are trying to focus here a little bit.
Yeah, sorry for those still in chat hanging out. I'm like laser focused on this right now, trying to figure out who's left and who I'm going with next. So apologize for the silence, everybody. So
especially now that it's getting down to some of the least unfamiliar players and trying to figure out.
Now it's starting to get kind of hard. Now,
Yeah, I'm just weary about DK Metcalf and Lockett because, like you said earlier, there's just no quarterback to give him the ball. So I mean, it's going to be iffy with those two.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Geno Smith. I guarantee you, Locke will end up halfway through the season taking over for him because I don't think Geno Smith's going to be able to do it in Seattle.
Yeah,
I don't see them doing well. They need to vote up for next year and try to get. I don't know if CJ Stroud's coming out next year or.
Yep.
One of those players. I'll tell you a quarterback to look for years to come in the NFL is going to be Spencer Rattler from South Carolina.
Oh, the guy from the OU transfer.
Yeah. He's I've followed him ever since his days on the TV show Football One, I think it was, or something like that. Where they followed him through his high school career.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler's a good one. Do. Oh, you got him. Dang it.
Yeah, we'll see if the Broncos defense can actually stay healthy this year.
I think
That's
they'll
gonna
be all
a
right. I really do.
Big if.
Some of these must be on auto pick. They're getting going pretty quick. I think the top 70 that I have here are all picked now.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's getting down there now.
Tua was a tough one to take. I was going between him and Justin Fields, but I had to pull the trigger.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think he's going to have a bad season. I think he'll surprise some people. Now that they've put some players around him the addition of Tyreek Hill is massive for him. You just put it in the vicinity, and he's going to go get it.
And Gina's right here, bro. She says hello.
Hi, Gina.
What's wrong with that? Daddy. Thank you a lot. Mommy. Okay?
So how's everybody thinking about their team so far? Promising or kind of?
Mommy.
I mean, if their fucking bye weeks weren't fucked, if my bye weeks weren't fucked, that'd be great. But now I'm trying to fill it. Now I'm looking at my roster going, fuck, now I got to find someone to fill in that week. Fuck, I got to find someone to fill in that week. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do right now is I was going to pick a player, but it was the same bye week that I already currently have. And so I had to skip that player and pick someone else because I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I have nobody to play.
Week 10 is going to get me because I got Joe Burrow, and obviously Jamar Chase out, and then Breece Hall, the running back for the Jets. Week 10, Rashad Stevenson for the
week 7. I got fucking Josh Allen, Akers, Singletary, and Kupp all out.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
all the big ones.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one.
That's all right. I'll fill in and make some trades and see what we can do.
Justin Tucker, the first kicker taken off the board.
Yeah, he's typically my number one. He's Mr. Reliable.
He is.
And he's a Longhorn, so, makes it that much easier.
Ow! Please! Go.
Oh my gosh, let's take your butt. In your room. Let's take your butt.
I like how they have Taysom Hill for the Saints listed as a tight end. That's funny.
Yeah, he should be one of those flex players, running back, wide receiver, pretty much anything.
Is Waller already gone? He must be. All right.
Yeah, see, Brandon Ayuk would be a decent pick here, but you don't know what you're going to get with the quarterback you got.
Yeah.
You don't have a proven quarterback there. They got what, Trey Lance?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they just signed Garoppolo for 1 year, so I mean, he's an expensive backup.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't try to move him. There's teams that could have taken him for sure.
Fuck, Broncos just fucking paid Russell Wilson $245 million for a 5-year contract. We've now got him for 7 years.
Yeah, before he even plays one game, they sign out.
Yep.
To an
Well, you knew with the amount of capital that they spent to get him, they were going to offer him a big money deal. And you know what he did that he didn't do in Seattle? He did what Tom Brady did. He took less money so that they could build the team around him. He took less than what they were going to offer him because he wanted them to use that capital to get him people to build that team in Denver.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's still one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, but he could have got a lot more because of what Denver did to get him. He could have fucking opened up his wallet and said, look, I want all of it, but he didn't. Sure. He said, I'm going to take what you're going to offer me because I want you to take the capital that's left and build me a team.
Smart man.
Yeah, a lot of Seahawks fans were pissed the other day when I showed up to work because I guess Russell Wilson went on and did an interview where he talked about the fact that he carried the fucking Seahawks the whole time he was in Seattle and that the Seahawks basically that he was the team, yada yada. Yeah, he was greedy in Seattle because they wouldn't give him what he wanted, so he wanted more. And they offered to give him what he wanted in Denver, but he took less. I think that's kind of what happened. I think that's one of the things he said in an interview is the reason that he did it in Denver and not Seattle is because he wanted it in Seattle and didn't get it. And they were going to give it to him in Denver. But he said, you know what? Because you're willing to give it to me, I'll take it for less money.
Yeah. Well, there was a few years there where, I mean, his O-line was atrocious, and he had.
His O-line,
I think
crap. Yeah.
all of his passing yards was outside of the tackle box from him running around.
Yep.
But then you had the years when you had Cam Chancellor and zone cornerback Richard Sherman. I don't care what anybody says. He was not a good player unless it was in zone.
Totally me quarterback. Yeah, coach. Yeah, no, I get that, Matt. I totally do. Totally do.
True.
It's kind of like Jerry Jones needs to focus on being an owner and not a fucking
Not
coach.
a manager. Yeah.
He's
trying to coach everybody.
What a fucking owner.
Yeah. He needs to keep his nose out of the
That guy's got his
business.
hand way too far in the cookie jar, man. Get it the fuck out and let the people you hired do the jobs that you hired them to do. Stop stepping on their toes and basically forcing them to not make the decisions that they need to make for the team because you got to put your 2 cents in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a coach.
It's
You've
been
never
there
been
ever
a
since
coach.
he forced Jimmy Johnson out back in the 90s.
Yep.
That's when it all started, when he forced Jimmy Johnson out. I don't know why you want to force that guy out as a head coach, because he was a damn good one.
Yeah. That's, I'm a big Cowboy fan, but I mean, I grew up in the late 80s, 90s, whatever. So, I mean, I was the Aikmans, the Harpers, the Smiths, the Novaceks, all that stuff. But Coach Johnson, all that, man. They pushed him right out of the door, or Jerry Jones did.
Yeah. From what I've heard, though, he's stepping aside a little bit and letting his son do a little bit more of the ownership stuff and doing the manager side with the coaches and everything. So that's looking better for him, because they've been able to go out and get what they've needed now instead of the high-priced prima donnas that don't do a whole lot for you.
And I'm just worried with the offensive line now for the Cowboys, losing Smith, our offensive tackle, and you're going to put a rookie over there who's been playing guard and move him over to tackle. And I was like, man, poor Dak. He's going to have to keep an eye on his. Well, if he rolls out there, I mean, just his front side, it's going to be testy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to put a rookie out there. That's not the safest thing to keep your quarterback healthy.
No, and every D line's going to know that, and you're going to pressure that rookie side.
Oh, yeah. So I got Zeke. So, I mean, hopefully, if it starts to get that bad, just hand it off to Zeke and let him, bust through the left side of the line.
Yeah.
DJ McKissick, good one. Or JD over there.
All right, and whoever is the loser of this, do they get anything, a trophy sent to them?
You get the toilet bowl trophy.
Troy Aikman. I did like Troy Aikman. I really did.
No, back in the 90s, if I were to pick an iconic Dallas Cowboys, it'd have to be Michael Irvin.
Well, yeah.
That's the iconic Dallas Cowboys. That and Dion, I would say.
Oh, crap. Screw it.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to send you some cigars that we got here in downtown. They infuse it with all these different kind of liquors and everything, and they got a Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey one.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
dude. Hell yeah. You gotta
It's,
send some. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
it's not. The wife was about to kill me, but I spent $115 on 6 of them because they're hand rolled downtown. Like the guy sits there and rolls them for you.
Man, they
Watch,
are
watch
good.
out for my sister-in-law, bro. She'll fuck you up.
Oh, I know.
Fuck
But yeah, I'll have to send you one. They're smooth. They're good.
yeah, dude. I'm down with that. Matter of fact, on the 12th of when the Broncos come to Seattle, I'm doing a watch along with Chad. We're doing a live watch along for the Broncos game, so I'll be live on YouTube. So if you can maybe get it to me before then, I'll fucking spark it up live on YouTube and smoke it during the Broncos Seahawks.
That's next Monday night, isn't it?
It's next Monday night. Yeah, not tomorrow, but next week.
Yeah.
The first football game is this coming Thursday.
Yes.
So I think we're going live on Wednesday, right? To do our picks?
to do our pick'ems. Yeah.
Okay. To do the pig skin or to the Pour Boyz picks. Pour Boyz picks.
Poor boy picks. Or Poor Boys pick'em.
Pour Boyz pick 'em. All right.
Like I said, I can create some type of spreadsheet and we kind of follow along and see throughout the year,
Yep.
who's better.
What do I need?
And that'll be open to anybody. So, I mean, we'll do our picks, but if anybody
Yes.
wants to pick, I can add them to the spreadsheet or whatever.
Yeah, so when we do every week, this week's going to be kind of different. We're going to be going live on Wednesday. We're going to do all of our picks. We're going to do the first game is Thursday the 8th, and we're going to do all our picks through the following Thursday. And then we'll be live on my channel, Pigskin Blitz, on Monday night for the Broncos-Seahawks game. And then Friday, we'll go live again on the Pour Boyz, and we'll do our picks for the following week. So every week when we do our picks, anybody can make their picks. What I need you to do is go to our About section, grab our email, and send us your picks, and we will add them to our spreadsheet, and then we'll keep a tally of how many points each person gets each week. It's 1 point for a win. So at the end of the season, we'll kind of tally it up and see who won as far as the overall picks go. So.
No, I don't. I've never done YouTube stuff. Are you guys able to stream the game, or are you guys just kind of doing the play-by-play? How does that work?
We cannot stream the game because the TV still has rights to it, and we would get fucking shut down if we actually streamed the game. But basically what we do is we'll be watching the game, and we'll be basically doing our own commentary for the game. So people come in and hang out with us, and we watch the game. We talk about what's going on. It's for a lot of people that can't watch the game that still want to be a part of the football season and whatnot. So they can just kind of come hang out, watch the game. We'll tell them what's going on and just bullshit for the whole game. So,
gotcha.
Okay.
Down to the last two picks.
I know that's the crappy part about living in South Carolina. The local games I get are Carolina, Tampa Bay, Atlanta.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
I
it.
use a couple stream apps.
I'm actually gonna pick a Cowboy.
Oh, look at you. But I typically stream games through a stream service. I'll do it through, I'll either watch the Red Zone or just find a specific game.
Yeah,
and it depends on the platform too, because there are other social media sites that they're a little less stringent on that stuff. So I'm sure other streaming sites you can stream the game. However, on YouTube, you will get copywritten and they will.
And the stream will shut down. You won't get my.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, I use VidGo for my streaming stuff.
VidGo, okay.
You use what?
VidGo.
Okay.
Not too bad. But yeah, out here you don't get.
Oh,
it's rough trying to do.
Oh, Kathy.
All right, last two picks. What do we need?
Any, mini, miny, mo. Now, whenever y'all play, are y'all active like on the trades and all that? I mean, and Jay, how do you have that set up? Does it have to be reviewed in like a certain like amount of votes?
It does. So if you want to make a trade, you can make a trade. It's 2-day review period. So make sure you give yourself enough time before the trade. If you're trying to play that person that week, make sure you give yourself enough time. It does sit for 2 days before the trade goes through. 4 vetoes stops the trade.
Okay.
So if 4 people veto the trade is null and void.
Cool. Good deal. Good pick, Allie. I see you with DJ over there. Poor guy got hurt last year, missed the entire season, but he is a stud wide receiver. I was looking at him.
Damn bye weeks, dude. I swear to God, they're fucking me right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks.
God, man. Who's quarterback in Miami right now?
Tua.
Who's quarterback in Miami?
Tua.
Tula? Okay.
Tua Tagovailoa. Number 1 ranked kicker in the league. It's still there, but I still think it's Justin Tucker though. But on my little sheet, it has Daniel Carlson number 1, Tucker 2. Last pick. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 more picks. Oh, yeah.
One more kicker.
All right. Down to my last pick.
Yeah, last round.
Huh. I feel really weird about my last pick, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Feel weird.
Yeah, because it's not usually a team that I would pick as far as because I need another defense because I always run with 2 just so I can rotate if I need to. I'll trade out if I need to or whatnot, but I always have a backup just in case.
Well, yeah, you need to because of the bye week.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
too.
but I can. But my defense doesn't have a bye week until 9, so I could try to trade for a defense before then if I wanted to. So if I picked up a couple good running backs or wide receivers or whatever, I could put together a decent trade to pick up a defense later on in the season. But so my last pick is going to be the Miami Dolphins defense.
There you go.
There we
Which is
go.
funny because in the last 4 years, they've finished in the top 8 as far as fantasy points with their defense. And they're projected to do more than they did the last year. So we'll see what happens.
Oop, forget that.
All right, down to everybody's last picks. Bam!
Let's see.
I feel bad. I should have changed my team name. I didn't know you're going live on YouTube.
So I'm trying to see where it gives our grade. Let's see. Ranks. Nope. Let's see. League. Draft recap. I was trying to find where it would show our rankings. I'll have to find it at some point. So how's everybody feel?
Not so good.
I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right.
We'll see what happens, man.
Have y'all found where the rankings are at? So I'm trying to. I know they're here. I'm trying to find where they are.
Yeah, I was looking for them.
Members, roster, schedule. Scoring leaders, live draft trends. Trust.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of, well, I didn't, I mean, I did, but I didn't. I'm going to make it work, but. Oh, no, I got plenty. I got fucking Josh Allen and Tom Brady.
That's impressive. I feel saddened, but Jay doesn't care.
No, but what I did do that I forgot about, and I have to sit him for 6 weeks. DeAndre Hopkins is suspended for the first 6 games of the season.
Yep.
So he's sitting on my bench for the first 6 games, and then he can fucking play. But you know what's going to happen? He's going to come off that 6-game suspension, and he's going to blow up. Watch. He's going to get tired of sitting still for 6 weeks, and he's going to fucking come back with a vengeance.
And he has Kyler Murray throwing them the ball, so
Yep,
you can't go wrong there.
Exactly.
So not go wrong.
And he only sits the first 6 games. The first bye week I have is week 7. So I'll be able to swap him in the week after he's available. So I'm good with what I got. It's going to suck, but I'm good, bro. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
said,
it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell you. I thought it showed you your
ranking.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it anywhere. I've been looking for it. Let's see. I'm looking for it. Let's see if I can. Projected playoff bracket, game lines, final standing projections. I found it. So with
Where
what
is it?
so if you go to league and go to standings, and then up at the very top right, it'll say projected playoff bracket, game lines, final standing projections. It doesn't give you a score, but it'll rank. It'll say, okay, 1 through 10. So like, so the Ringers number 1.
What the fuck?
Okay, go to standings, and then when you click on standings over the very far right, it says,
It's not giving me the standings option. Hold on.
Yeah, it just gives you like what you should place at the end of the season with what you got.
Yeah, it didn't give like an A or a B. I think that, like I said, it may come in via email. I'm not sure. Yeah, because like me, it says I'm currently 8th. Like where they're projecting me. And how many players can get in the play, or how many teams get in the playoffs? Out of 10, was it you're doing 6 or 4?
It's you can see it if you go to schedule and playoff bracket and go to playoff bracket. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 4 total.
Okay.
That make the play. Well, it's. Hold on. I'm trying to find it right now. Projected. So there's a winner's bracket and a consolation ladder. The winner's bracket is the top 4 teams.
Okay, top 4. All right.
Yep. Winner's bracket's top 4, and then the bottom 6 play consolation to see who ranks 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. 1 through 4 are fighting for that 1, 2, 3, 4 spot.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
and I face off week 1 against Mr. Billy.
Now I'm going against the Ringer game 1.
I got Matt.
All right, I'm gonna go do what you're doing, but outside, so I can still hear you.
Yeah, we'll probably shut this down here in a few minutes, Chad. I got to get going. I got kids going screaming in the background. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go get my little one.
All right, man. Well, hey, man.
Good hanging with you guys.
We'll be doing. Hey, stop it. Drop it right now.
If that's the case,
We'll be
I'll stay here
live
till the
streams
end.
throughout
Then.
the football season too, bro. So just let me know if you ever want to come up and hang out, man. We're always willing to have you come up and hang out and bullshit with us while we're fucking talking football and shit, man.
Yeah, we'll be doing watch-alongs.
Because you're part of the
and
league,
stuff.
so.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then we'll be doing the
when we go
pick'ems.
live, I'll send you links, and if you're available, come up. If not, it is what it is. I'll just send it out to you, and if you can come up, come up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, we'll be doing pick'ems at the beginning of the week, like Wednesday or Thursday. We do pick'em streams. So.
Yep.
All
And we
kinds
will
of
be
stuff.
going. The Poor Boys will be going live again Wednesday night. It might be late Wednesday night because I do have to work, but we will be going live late Wednesday night to do our Poor Boys pick'em, and we're gonna pick our winners for the first week, including the following Thursday. So we are gonna pick the following Thursday as well, because the next live stream we do will be on the Friday after the first week of football, to make our picks for the week after that. So we'll do the weekend picks, and then we'll pick the following Thursday game as well, and then we'll roll that over. So basically the way that it'll work is we'll kind of write it all down in the whole schedule. You'll make your picks, and then we'll kind of go from there and see who wins at the end.
There you go.
Sounds good.
So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody coming up and hanging out. This was a great
Thank y'all so
draft. I look
much.
forward to an awesome fantasy season.
And good luck to everybody. Just don't beat
Yes.
me. Just don't beat me.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Later.